Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip Equipment, and what we have for sale here today is a Caterpillar 236 Series B. If you buy this tractor from me or any of the others that I've got for sale, you'll be dealing with a guy by the name of Pro Provencio. He's running the camera right now. We are going to talk about the mechanics in this video. We're going to talk about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second. We'll run it in the third. Price on a new machine like this these days is probably about $45,000 or so. As far as manufacturers go, you know, Caterpillar's #1 in the world of heavy construction mining equipment. They build solid, reputable, reliable machines that stand the test of time. This particular machine has got 1,190 hours on it. We do use this machine quite a bit around the yard, so the hours will probably accumulate. This machine weighs 7,007 pounds exactly with the bucket. The widest point is this bucket right here at 6 foot 2 inches with that cutting edge. Without the bucket, the width of these tires is the widest point is 5 foot 6 inches. The highest point is the top of this cab at 7 feet. Transportation length from the front of that cutting edge to the back of this counterweight right here is 12 feet. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like almost every machine we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. I say that because we are in a non-corrosive environment. We do not deal with salt. We're far enough south and we're 300 miles from the ocean, so the only salt we see is the salt on our kitchen tables. This particular unit, just about every machine we purchase comes from one of about 30 to 40 different large contractors and municipalities that we deal with here in the Metroplex. This particular machine had a conscientious maintenance manager that he had a great maintenance program that rivaled some of the best I've seen. This machine is, I guess it's kind of rough looking for the amount of hours that it's got on it, but it's a good running machine. We've been happy with all the machines that we purchased from those guys, and it should be said that before I purchase any machine, my mechanics thoroughly inspect it, and then if they check it out and it says it seems okay, then Pro Provencio goes out and checks it. And if he gives me a green light and the money's right, then I go out and I personally inspect it before we buy a machine. So it's we're pretty precise about what we do here at Tractor Tip as far as buying tractors. As far as options go, machine is inherently, you know, almost all skid steers are 4-wheel drive. I can't think of one that isn't. It's got a quick coupler on it. It's got those auxiliary hydraulics on it there. It looks like they bent them over and heated it up to straighten it out. Does this have a battery disconnect? I don't think so.
No, it doesn't.
Does it have a 12-volt outlet in the cab? We're looking for a 12-volt outlet in the cab, and I don't think it's got one. So this engine here is a 44C. This is a Caterpillar diesel engine. It's a bulletproof engine. We've had it for a long time with minor modifications here and there. This has got a 24-gallon fuel tank, which will run you as anywhere from 14 to 18 hours, depending on your application, I should say. This machine is mechanically sound. Like I said, it's got no rust. I mean, you'll see where the paint's flicked off and the rainwater's gotten to it, but it in no way, shape, or form is rust pervasive. I can't remember if I said that's a 73 gross horsepower rating and a 70 net horsepower rating diesel. The transmission, it's got a 2-speed transmission, high and low. Works no problem. Top speed on this tractor is 7.5 miles an hour in forward and reverse. Like I said, it is a 2.5 machine. These tires are about 85%. You got mud on the other side, so it looks like you know, you can't really tell, but these here you can tell that they're in really good shape. There's no cuts on them. These are 12-16.5 25s. As far as this bucket goes, like I say, this is a 6-foot 2-inch bucket. It's 1 foot 7 inches tall. It's 2 foot 10 inches deep. Probably about a 3/4 yard, wouldn't you say, Pro?
I would say a 3/4.
This hinge pin right here, if you were loading into a dumpster, I think I read somewhere that it's 8.5 feet. I think it's higher than that. Maybe we should test it, but anyway, that's kind of what the static tip load of this tractor is about 4,000 pounds, so the lifting capacity of this loader is limited by its static tip load, which simply stated, the hydraulics of this machine are so powerful that the machine will actually tilt forward before the hydraulics give out. So it's 4,000 pounds. Like I said, it's limited to the weight of the machine opposite this fulcrum right here. The operating load of this tractor is rated at 1,950 pounds. Everything on it works. Those lights are working great, right, Pro?
Yes, they are.
Everything, those are high efficiency LED lights. They're super bright. I guess that's about it. What else, Pro? I don't think there's anything wrong with this machine. I mean, it ties all the knots.
It's a good machine.
We're gonna run it in the next clip. So this is the inside of the cab here. This is your accelerator pedal right here, and then you've got a lever right here for your engine RPM. Here's your ignition switch. This is your hydraulic lock. I am not real sure what that is. I think that's a float function for your bucket. There's some other controls here. Here's your temperature gauge. These are your lights. There's another indoor light right here. There's your joystick control. This controls your bucket. This controls your travel. And that's the seat right there. We should have probably cleaned this up a little bit better, but it is what it is. There's your hydraulic.